Today we are on the Little Juniata River. We're floating in just above the town of Baree. Today it's only 1.5 miles. We did plan on doing the whole river, which is 32 miles. But there hasn't been much water flow recently. And that window closed 2 weeks ago because of thunderstorms. So today's the day we at least attempt the Little Juniata River. And Missy's with me today. Missy is going to be in charge of bird identification. She has the app downloaded on her phone. You can also check out BirdNet and download BirdNet if you wish. It's not really warm today, but it has been really hot the last few weeks. And without much rain, the water is really low. And so to not stress the fish out too much, we are not going to be doing any fishing. But we do have 2 nets with us today. And we will grab some macros and some critters from Little Juniata River. And today's just a day trip, so not a lot of gear with us. We decided to use the kayaks today instead of the Natural Waterscapes canoe. And so now we're going to put it in the water and enjoy some photography. So we are in the water on the Little Juniata, commonly known as the Little J. We put in at a trailhead for the Mid-State Trail, which goes from the southern border of PA all the way to the northern border of PA.
Right down the middle.
And we are going to row upriver. We have all day to get 1.5 miles downriver. We wanted to start way up at Tyrone, but that window is kind of closed with the low water. We scouted out some of the river 2 weeks ago, and it's just too low to do 32 miles, which is the length of the Little J. So we're just doing a couple miles today. And as we were putting in the water, there was a lot of surface activity with what appears to be trout. So that's a good sign. We probably saw maybe 10 fish come up to the surface. Heard a couple more. And just like the West Branch trip, of course, we are paralleling railroad tracks. And we got the railroad expert with us today. And she can explain a little bit about the railroad and some of the trains that'll be going by.
Well, we missed the Amtrak, go eastbound, but this was the Pennsylvania Railroad's line. Pretty much they paralleled the rivers, at least toward the mountain line in Altoona. Up here is Spruce Creek Tunnel. We might be able to see that. And we'll get a mixture of mixed freights, intermodals, and possibly we might see the trash train from New Jersey, New York City today. Better hold our breath because westbounds are loaded and they stink. But not Norfolk Southern owns it, so who knows what we will see and how many we'll see.
So Missy has been picking up some birds already on her cell phone. She's been looking at them once in a while.
I got some new ones I've never heard.
She heard indigo bunting.
Bunting. There's a fish right there. Carolina wren, red-eyed vero, and of course your goldfinch and cardinal. Oh, one right in front of me, I think. Like this.
I think we're up to about 10 fish in this little section here already. There's 12.
I got some, but I wasn't sure. Hey, you see that?
That's a decent sized rainbow trout.
I was gonna say rainbow.
Skidded across the surface there.
That was cool. I caught that.
Kind of showing a little bit of aggression towards us. And there's some mink on river right. Kind of scavenging down in some cracks of the river edge on some rocks.
Are you going up to the bridge?
Two minks. And they look rather small, so they could be cubs. So we're back at the put-in location, and the fish are still very active here. We saw a good 10 of them come out of the water pretty good, and about 20 or 30 more just touching the surface.
One just jumped out behind us.
So we come to our first set of rapids, and I got the net out, got the small net out to see what kind of macros are going to be under some of these rocks. But just coming over here, I collected a few mussels that were on the shore, just shells, freshwater mussels. Quite a bit of them here actually. And you can see the floor of the river here is quite a bit of mussels as well. So I noticed some caddisflies and some macro there, and a lot of these rocks are kind of pasted together, and on the side here there's just a ton of case caddies almost all the way around every rock I'm seeing so far. And here's one of them snails, one of many that we're seeing everywhere. And so more tiny case caddies, and we have a little larvae of some sort there, actually a couple of them. And just lots of macros and lots of little tiny shelters kind of pasted together. Not seeing many mayflies or stoneflies. So of course more snails. There's a look at the bottom of that one. The little larvae here, it's got like a green color on its bottom. More case caddies and more snails. Another larva there on the tip of my finger. So now we go down through these set of rapids. We're choosing river left here, just above Baree. That seems like it has the most water and probably won't be that much trouble. It looks like we'll just be bottoming it out and be able to stay inside the kayak through these here. Saw kingfisher when we approached this little island here, and spooked off some killdeer right when we got here. And other than that, it's a lot different from the West Branch River that we floated down last month. So good looking river so far. We did pick up a little bit of trash, Just being here on the bank, I found a can, a knife handle, and some general plastics. Looks like a plastic handle to a bucket, and some wrappers of some sort. But for the most part, it's a very clean looking stream with lots of activity and lots of macros. So it'll be good to see what's up ahead. Bald eagle coming upriver, straight up ahead, right over top of us. There's bald eagle today. And today's video is sponsored by Roan Real Estate. The property that we are bordering as we float down the Little J here is coming up for auction this summer. You can find more details on roanrealestate.com. You can also find Roan Real Estate on Facebook. And the property is called Green Hills United Methodist Camp. It's a campgrounds run by the Conference of the United Methodist Church. And you can see all of the pictures, all of the aerial videos, all of the details on roanrealestate.com. And you'll also find the auction date on there as well. I don't have a lot of the details because we're doing the photography and filming ahead of time before the advertising. The property borders Rothrock State Forest, and during today's float, everything on the left is also part of that property. So from here all the way down until we pass the RV campground is all part of the property. It's quite a few acres. I'm not sure the exact amount. Again, that'll be available on roanrealestate.com. It's to be auctioned off by Michael T. Roan. He's an auctioneer out of Williamsport. He's been doing this for over 35 years. And if you want your hands on a good piece of property on the Little Juniata River, you'll definitely want to check this out. Attend the auction. So this is the beginning of the RV campground. The rental cabin is just back upstream a little bit on the right. And then they have a couple campsites before the RV starts here. And then from here down is the RV campsite. Hummingbird moth, that was pretty cool. Or I think the official name is a clearwing moth. How'd you like that one?
Huh?
How'd you like that one?
I like it. Now my hoodie definitely sick.
Mergansers on River Right.
No babies, just the adults. I think those are the boys.
So for snack today, I got No Man's Land beef jerky. It's my favorite beef jerky. It's expensive. You can get it at any convenience store mostly. I picked it up at Dandy today.
Rudders.
Rudders. I always get the two.
Dandy with Rudders all the time.
I always get the two confused.
Dandy's
But
northern tier.
Beef jerky is expensive. Hopefully I can get a beef jerky sponsor. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
If you know of any small company that wants to sponsor a kayaker, send them my way.
I want peas. I can get to ya. What?
The race car team that I was part of was sponsored by Middlesworth beef jerky. And if you've never tried it, it's probably worth trying. I know I liked it. As a sponsorship, they gave us a whole case of Middlesworth beef jerky. So Middlesworth, if you're watching, I will take a sponsorship and a free case of beef jerky.
It's a pot, baby. I got a pot.
And here is our takeout site. So a little bit of lifting to get up out of here, but then there's a nice deck and a path and a few parking spots up there. But luckily we're in the kayaks today, so we just have, well, I have 4 bags and Missy just has 1 bag and a pot now and a garbage bag. Maybe if the pot's in good shape we can donate it to the deck here. This would be a good spot if you need handicap access, wheelchair access, and then this looks like an awesome fishing hole right here in front of the deck. And we passed Baree Hollow in the rapids that we went through upriver a little bit. And so now we take out and have a look at the footage. Hopefully I got at least some of them fish. I mean, we saw probably 100 fish today. So hopefully some of them turned out on the GoPro. It's not the best clarity, but a lot of my favorite streams aren't the best clarity, so good day for fish sighting. Saw 1 bald eagle, the hummingbird moth, or I think it's called a clearwing moth, landed on my bag not too far back. And we'll see you on the next video. Subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my Facebook, everything's in the description. Check out middlesusquehannariverkeeper.org for all the programs that we have involving raising awareness, cleaning up the river system, and educating the youth. You can check out Missy's YouTube, which is
Miss Rail Fan.
Miss
One
Rail
word.
Fan.
And my photo page.
So if you're interested in some of the trains I went by today and other train videos in general,
Or history.
YouTube at Miss Rail Fan.
I got history.
If you're watching on Facebook, my YouTube is called Get Lost, which stands for Get Lost Photography, but the link is Nature and Time, youtube.com/nature and the letter N, time, all one word.
Anything else you need to say?
Nope, anything you need to say?
Missy G's Photography. That's my photo page.
For Facebook, Missy G
Facebook.
Photography.
History and adventures.
If you're interested in any of the property that we went through there, roanrealestate.com, and that's going to be coming up very soon, especially by the time this video gets edited and published. Usually we advertise 30 days ahead of time. For this one, since it's such a nice property, it might be 60 days at the most advertising window. But the brochures come out in a few days after I'm making this video, probably before the video is published, but all the information will be on the website at roanrealestate.com.